Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year! Welcome to another session of Men Talk TV, where we help you build a greater sense of self-belief, self-reliance, and impact. I'm your host, Alexander Barry Kemp, extraordinaire, author of 5 books. Three of the top books being The Healthy Behavior Business Health Relationship Blueprint, Black Superman, 13 Affirmations of Power, as well as The Healthy Behavior Way Business Health Relationship Blueprint, idea plus system equal win, in case I missed and left that one out. But I'm excited for a happy new year, man. How are you doing? Hope you guys are doing pretty good. Thank you so much for having me once again. As you can see, the background's a bit different. I remember when we first started out the Men Talk TV series, I was recommended by my mentor, Josh Valentin. Shout out to Josh. Thank you so much, man. It's amazing how things start small and then grow. And that's why it's important to surround yourself with positive people who are going to inspire you to achieve more and do more. And by doing so, you're going to start to uncover new ground in life. And that's what life is about: expansion, growth, and reaching your ultimate, I want to say utmost, but ultimate potential. Okay. Now, again, this is the new year. You know, everybody's having all their new year, new me goals. They want to get fit. All right. They want to make more money. And this year they want to find love. Okay. And that's what my brand Superman Off is about. We're a masculine health development brand where we help men get fit, make money, find love. Ironically, when you look at that, those are the three key areas in life that many people struggle with. As a man, you may be struggling to get fit, man. You're like, you're the shape. All right. You may have man boobs, a big belly, poor posture, a non-aesthetic body. You may not be able to like bend down without feeling old. All right. These things are not signs of old age, but signs of poor maintenance. But this is one area you might want to help, one may want to improve. The next one is finances, make money. All of us want to make money because we see the uprising cost of life just to live. It costs a lot. I live in the Bahamas, where the cost of living is astronomical. We are one of the most expensive places to live in the world geographically. And therefore, that says a lot about, where you have to be, meaning that where you have to be focused on. You have to be focused on making money. Most people don't have a life because they have to keep being focused on making money. And this is why, as a man, you have to learn how to increase your value, and also to find love. This new year, people want to find love. Some people have been single for far too long. They've been looking for love in all the wrong places, But many times, people have that hard time. Women want to get married, or they want to have a companion they could have a child with. Men want to get married or want to have a companion they could have a child with. Some people looking forward to become mothers and fathers this year. Okay, so these are the goals that humanity is faced with, whether you're male or female. But at Men Talk TV, we help you to be able to have a strategy, a blueprint on to solve these issues. Now, first off, I want to say shout out. I'm going to send a couple shout outs. Shout out to A1 Lock and Key. Get your keys cut and program. We have 2 locations, better to serve you. BMW, Mercedes, we lost a key, you want copies, you need locks for keyed. Access control, we help you. And this is our company, our brand, second generation farm business. Gotta send a shout out there. Shout out to Down to Earth Adventure Farm. Sorry. This came from the farm today at Sydney Sinclair. He's doing great work trying to help feed the Bahamas. He has great vegetation for you to consume, whether it's fruits. I just got some star fruit. If some of you follow me on my WhatsApp, you will see that I post a lot, and I post on the healthy things. I just came from the farm, posted me showing eating. I mean, not eating, but I'm about to eat it in a minute. But the star fruit, abundance of it. I got a whole bag to go bust down. Yeah, man, and I have a lot. I got some vegetables, some bananas. As a matter of fact, I should eat a banana for this. I worked out this grand rising, went dealt with clients, dealt with affairs of the business, and I didn't get to eat lunch. What? I still have a lot of energy. I'm still inspired. But this is when a man fuses himself with the divine power. We'll talk more about that. But let's get right into it. Today's topic: how to get over a breakup. Man, oh man, what a heavy topic. Everyone has been through a breakup if they've been in a relationship. Some guys struggle to get a relationship, so they don't know what it is to be in a break to get say get breakup to get breakup, because some breakup will break you up, right? Break you up in pieces. But some guys have an experience with like to get break because they can't even get a girlfriend. But you can learn how to, and I teach that. You can grab a mentorship. As a matter of fact, in the link after this stream is done, I'm going to put some links where you could get one-on-one mentorship. I'll teach you how to date, how to go in field, and how to interact and find women that will be interested. And I show you strategies where you could dress well, so you have a better influence, how you could be able to get fit, so you look better in your clothing, and so that anything you wear, you can be able to demonstrate a higher value as a man, because at the end of the day, women are looking for men of value. Now, keep in mind, when I say men of value, there's some way you have to give value, whether you're funny, whether you are handsome, you're blessed with undisputable beauty, handsomeness, or whether you have a sense of style, whether you got money, because all these are various attraction levels. But as a man, the goal is to build all levels as best as possible. You may not be a 10 in everything, but you could be an 8, solid 8, or a 7 across the board in fitness, in finances, in dressing well, etc. But when it comes to breakup, it's one of the most devastating things that could happen to an individual. I wouldn't say devastating. I mean, car crash, car accident, or something like that. But it is something that takes people and scatters them. As a matter of fact, when you think about all the stories you heard a story recently about 2 months back where a young lady said she wanted to end it with a guy, and he literally went on a job in furious rage and stabbed her up. Unfortunately, these are some of the things that a breakup can drive people to. In some cases, we heard where I remember I interviewed a guy about 2 or 3 years ago. His name is Andrew Sterling Pratt. He's a basketball coach. But his girlfriend was in a jealous rage of him, thinking that he was cheating, and she was so angry she threw acid on him. All right. He had scars across his back that was devastating. So these are some of the things we saw from both ends, from females and males. And domestic violence happens on both ends. But when a breakup happens, it can turn out so many different ways. Okay. Now, first of all, why does breakup happen? I'll tell you from experience. I've been through breakups. The good thing about it is I've been the one that ended many times, like 95, 98% of the time, because as a man of value, as a man of power, as you begin to develop, you begin to understand when things aren't working for you. Things are not copacetic anymore. When things become too toxic and can lead to a devastating end, you have to end it. All right. Or as a man, you can't escape it. You're going to go through it. As a matter of fact, many of the great men who became successful, wealthy, have yachts and have knots and whatever it is, and who was able to achieve a high modicum of success as demonstrated by people or admired by people, they went through the most terrible breakup in the world, and they felt like crap. I'm not going to use profanity, but they felt like garbage. Okay, they felt like you could just put them in a garbage bag and dump them inside that garbage bin and wait for the garbage truck to come down. But somehow, some way, they were able to pick themselves back up, reestablish core value and some principles, get up back on the horse and begin riding again. They began to focus on their ability to be able to become better, look better, dress better, become a better speaker, a better lover, more seductive. And then they were able to become successful, come into large amounts of money, became very popular, influential, and then eventually find another love of their life who seemed to do them well this time. Well, like I say, breakups are the most horrendous thing to go through. Like for me, I've been in a relationship. My recent relationship was for 2 and some years. My ex-girlfriend, we were very close because she worked for me at the time. And you know when it is when you spend so much time with someone, it really it really hurts you because there's bonding happening. You see, when a man and woman comes together, there's so many bondings on so many levels. There's a psychological bonding. That person pays rent in your mind now. They literally pop up in your mind. Why? Because you spend so much time. You have had so much experience. You traveled. When you would have traveled with someone and see them in their lowest state and their most naked state. When I say naked state, and not just naked, you see the people naked, but you see them in the most vulnerable state, but the world doesn't get to see. You build a bond with someone that normally most people won't have. Not even some family members will have that bond. But what I'm saying is, when you would have traveled the world and you have so many photos, thousands and thousands of photos and interactions and hours together, it is something that could really, really pull you and wreck you and make you feel like life itself is not what it used to be. You know, for men and women, some guys, when they have went through a breakup, they have completely lost themselves. They get off track. They stop working out. They stop performing at work well. Sometimes they go in deep depression. Some even threaten to commit suicide. Some literally just lose themselves and begin to literally gain weight, become fat, obese, or lose weight over worrying and stressing these are some of the factors that can happen when you go through a breakup. And it's painful for both men and women because even from a woman's standpoint, even though as a man, from my standpoint, many times the problems in a relationship are brought up by women. And there's a statistic I saw in a recent video. I was watching a podcast. It was a podcast dealing with a guy, very popular, Diary of a CEO. Man, if you're not on hooked on those stuff, you need to get on stuff. If you're a high performance man who wants to learn faster, more strategies in life of people who are already successful and take a piece of their story and add it to yours. Diary of a CEO on YouTube is one of the best places you could be. They talk about everything from health, welfare, well-being, success, whatever it is, love, relationships. But what they said is 80% of the problems in a relationship are brought up by women. And when I say that, I don't say caused by women, but are brought up by women. Meaning that most guys will just be fine. And then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, like, what's going on? You know? And this is the reality because women are hardwired in differently than us men. So they think different, they act different. There's a hormone which rules the body, which is called estrogen. It has a different characteristic. And this is what you have to understand as a man. And this is why it's so challenging sometimes as a man in your logical, masculine, testosterone nature to understand why does she do that? And why does she see it like that? And that's just the reality of life. But the thing is when you see when a breakup happens, there are steps towards it. Like anything that happens, it starts small and grows big. Now, in my particular case, all right, it was a consistency of toxicity. Now, I see myself as someone who does always wants the best for everyone around me, every single body. I'm not perfect by no measure, but I try my best to be an example, someone who's spiritual oriented, grounded, who's focused, disciplined, who is serious. Anybody who asks you, who is Alexander Barry Kemp? They'll say, that guy is a very exciting, energetic, serious, very trustworthy, honest individual. Ask around, find out. All right. But the thing is that many times there's something called toxic behavior. And it arises in so many ways because many times when people are narrow minded, they can't see the bigger picture. What I realize from many countless accounts of men when I go to service calls and I go make key for vehicles and men just start pouring out their heart talking about their situation and how their problems with their wife or girlfriend, and they trying to give me advice as an older man to a younger man. We begin to see that many times, and I'm not saying this is in all cases, I'm not generalizing everything, but many times women fail to see the bigger picture. For some reason, men, I guess, as our design, are blessed with the ability to have foresight, to see how everything plays in the big grand scheme of things. I could say it's like an insight or foresight given by the God power, the divine power bestowed in man. Now, it's not always the case because we have demons as men too. And we have angels as men, we have angels as women, and demons as women. But like I say, it reveals that many times women sometimes have an inability to see the bigger picture. Because when you see the bigger picture, you're going to see that, hey, we have to do this for the greater good. Now, there's a statement that says a woman will destroy her family for her happiness, while a man will, put it down in the comment section what I'm trying to say. But basically, it says a woman will put herself first, her happiness first over family, and a man will put his family over his happiness. And that's how we design, we're built tough, like Fords, right? But the thing is that we've seen that many times this is the case, and men are suffering. Men suffer in silence. Do you know the countless number of men who are bombarded, disrespected, made to be talked to like a dog by women, but it's not discussed because many times men are not the social species when it comes to their problems because number one, nobody cares. And number two, if you start talking those stuff, you sound weak and pathetic unless you are around a tribe of men who can understand and sympathize and be able to uplift you. As you look around, there are so many women empowerment groups across the globe. But how many men empowerment groups do you know? How many men summits do you know? I recently attended a men's summit. They had it back by the Point Hotel, Margaritaville. It was amazing, man. One of a kind. All right, but we can see that women are more social. So in a relationship, many women how they cope with things going in a relationship. They talk to a friend. They're not afraid to let their friends know how horrible you are, even if it's a lie. They tend to nitpick at every last part of you, but they think they're perfect, you know. I guess it has to do with some rearing in society where because women are treated differently than men, they begin to have this superiority complex, meaning that men are disposable, ain't worth crap, and we are the beauty and we're perfect the way we are. When in fact, every human being should be striving towards perfection, trying to get better. But most times, in most cases, not saying all, not making a generalization, because I know some women will overlook everything I say and be like, oh, you this and that, you misogynistic and all that. No. What I'm saying is that many times women tend to feel like they are perfect the way they are. They don't know, they don't need to change their attitude or improve it. They don't need to change their body because society says you are perfect. If he don't love you for where you are, he better keep stepping, baby. All right. But the truth of the matter is women must be held accountable and men must be held accountable. I have also heard of countless stories of men who ain't worth dog nanny. I don't want to use the other term because I want to keep it you know family, But there are some men who have used women, literally like go to live with them, lived off them for years, make their money, steal it, drive their car, woman taking care of them. And then they go cheat on that woman, get kicked out of the house, and then come back, make up. There's crazy stories between the opposite sex. I'm not just rooting for the guys, but I am rooting for the good men. And when I say good men, the dangerous men who are real, honest, powerful men, men who have standards and principles, not men who find sagging off their backside, who have a bunch of crazy tattoos. No disrespect, if you feel like that's your way of being, that's you. You, 100%. But I'm talking from the standpoint of what I represent. The man who's powerful, who's spiritual oriented, who's risen himself internally, who has conquered himself, you know. But with breakups, a lot of toxic things happen. And most times when you're in a relationship as a man, you're gonna get talked to like a dog, boy. It'll be guys who ain't do crap for women, who never treated women good, but you who do a lot for a woman, she'll talk to you dirty. You'll think that's your worst enemy. You heard a song say pillow talk, day or night, zone, it's a war zone. Something. That's all. Y'all know the song? So you told me it's a war zone. It is a war zone, bro. But everything in life, you have the bitter and the sweet. You have the good and the ugly. Good and ugly? Hold on. Good. Oh, pretty and ugly. Well, you got the point, right? But every relationship is not going to be perfect. You're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have your arguments, but it's how you handle it. But we ain't talking about how to build a better relationship, but we're talking about how to handle the breakup, to get over the breakup. So many times, first of all, how do you know when to leave? Well, when things get beyond reconciliation. Am I saying it correctly? Forgive me, put it down in the comment section, right? I got to practice some grammar, right? Yeah, man. But when things are beyond reconciliation, you have to leave. Or else things are going to get toxic. You don't want people to lose lives. You don't want things to get where people are injured or hurt, or it goes beyond where people lives are ruined 100%. But what leads to it is usually arguments over infidelity, arguments over not being honest. Honesty is the secret to relationship. I'm not talking about that right now, but breakups happen because people aren't honest. People aren't being real. People aren't communicating. So two reasons why relationships break apart is because honesty is not the order of the day. Many men try to tell women, hey, I don't like this. But women sometimes don't listen. And they do it over and over and over. But then a woman comes to you and say, hey, I want to do this. And she expects you to get it one shot. Let's show that from example from what I've seen and what I've heard. Boy, the market out there making a lot of noise, bro. Men talk about this all the time, A lot of guys ain't up to the standard where they need to be, but everybody's experiencing this. Whether you're wealthy, whether you live in Life of Key, Old Fort Bay, whether you live in Jabim, Dubai, men are experiencing this phenomenon. They said that 56% of marriages end in divorce. The other percentage end in death. All right. So the thing is that when unions come together, there's a lot of issues that happen in a relationship that determine if it's going to work. And when it can't be resolved, breakups happen. All right. Now, many men get broken up by women. And some men who hold the power in their relationship break up with the women when the woman doesn't hold up to the standard that he's expecting her to, especially when he has so much demand on him and he's performing. Okay. So when I say that, toxicity, many reasons why breakups happen. Men get tired of toxicity, or women get tired of toxicity. Get tired of being talked bad to, get tired of not spending quality time, get tired of not being sexually pleased, get tired of poor finances, get tired of not being attractive enough, both sides of men and women, you know. These are issues that are happening that cause infidelity. But guess what? All these problems can be solved by two things: honesty and proper communication. But when it's man, I gotta write that word like 10 times. When he's young, you had to write the word over. When relationships aren't reconcilable, you get it? Are reconcilable. Yeah, when relationships cannot be salvaged or cannot be saved, then you break up. Okay. So I named a lot of things. I spoke about a lot of things, but how to get over breakup. So I'm not gonna go further detail in that. I do wish my ex the best because I want the best for everyone, man. And my job is to create a phenomenal environment where, you can flourish, become a royal family, but not everybody's a part of the plan. Sometimes breakups happen because there's a frequency mismatch, meaning that you have a high aspiration, but some people come in your life, but they just barely hanging on because it's like you're too dynamic, bro. You're too high on the vibration. So either you gotta lower it down just to be on a level, or they gotta rise up. But most people find it hard to rise up. So that's why some relationships end. Incompatibility in life goals. People going in two different directions. One guy want to travel a lot, woman want to stay home, or the woman want to travel a lot and the guy want to stay home. Or it may be where they aren't passionate about the same thing, so they in different realms. The whole goal is to find someone that's compatible with you. That's why we created Meet 360, helping you find a compatible match, helping you grow in the process of mate selection, bro. We have in the same segment, not the segment, but we have a session called Meet Me 360 podcast where we're gonna be talking about dating relationships. Anyway, so move right back on how to get over a breakup. Let's bring it forward so we could get all the outside, get some food, right? But how to get over a breakup. So the first step is you need to remember who you are. Okay. You need to remember who you are before you met that person. Were you a fat piece of crap? I'm just kidding. Were you a very intelligent, driven person who loved fitness and health? Were you a person who's organized, on point? It's gonna hurt. It's going to hurt. Both people hurt because there are aspects of a person you're gonna miss. The aspect of you they're gonna miss, where you fill that void, where you supply them with adventure, whether you supply them with sexual fantasies and romances, you know, where you supply them with encouragement, where you supply them with your connections. So the first step to get over a breakup is to acknowledge that it is done with. I know many people they go and they um, try to get back with a person. Sometimes people go at it twice. They break up, then they get back together. I've heard many stories of when men and women broke up 8 months, and then they get back together. But just acknowledge that, hey, it happened. If it wasn't meant to happen, it wouldn't have happened. Just accept it. Number two, forgiveness. You have to open your heart again and literally forgive yourself. And also to forgive the one that hurt you. I can't tell you how important this is because you could tell a person that and it will help you. But you can do it right now. And you could call them and say, so and so, I forgive you. And I forgive myself. And you have to forgive yourself because you just forgive them, not forgive yourself. You can't release that energy. Because when you would have been in a relationship, there's a lot of energetic attachments, and those sexual relations leads to what they call the word is escaping me right now. This goes okay, it's coming back. Soul ties. And it's basically where you could feel what that person's feeling. You could feel what that person's feeling. You could feel the hurt, the panic, the adrenaline pumping, their mind racing. You could feel it. It's real. Human beings are natural antennas. And if a man is having sex with a woman and he ejaculates into her, his cells become a part of her. And she becomes an antenna, meaning the emotional links and bonds. You could feel what's going on with her. All right. But you have to forgive, 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 forgive. Because if you could just say, I forgive you, You could breathe a bit deeper, start clearing those energy channels in the body that may have been stagnant. Next, you need to get active. If you just sit down in the house, you might be scrolling through social media and see things that fit your argument of, your side of the story. It's not going to help you. You're going to still be depressed. You need to get active. You need to get out of the house. You need to have a routine. You need to go and work out. You need to get back maintaining yourself, raising your vibration, raising the frequency. Hadouken, take that, take that. I know you'll here watch Ralph Smart. I followed him for a very long time. Very good stuff. But you need to get out of the house and you need to go and be around people who's going to raise the vibration. Now, the wrongest thing you could do is go out and party. This ain't the time to party. You got to look at yourself and do some introspection of what may have happened. And then you need to revisit what happened. You need to talk to someone who's capable of understanding and being capable of listening, not just to respond, but listening to understand. All right. Don't go out and party. Don't go and drink and go start sleeping with this one and that one and that one. You're just going to become more damaged. Don't hop from this point into another relationship. No, you need time to heal. All right. I know some women have the statement, oh, how to get over a man. You get up on another man. Well, girls, that's how you catch HIV. That's how you get STDs. Men, you too. You don't just run out there and start slinging, all right, pork what you call it, ain't a bad word, because pork is a chicken. You don't just go there and start slinging cork on every little thing that come across. You have to reposition and re configure your life to adjust to live without the person. All right. Then you need to redefine your goals. Now, I can tell you, when you recently break up as a man, if you was earning a lot, you're gonna start to save a lot of money because you're gonna have more time to focus on work. You're gonna have more time to put into creative projects. Next, you're gonna have more time to be able to, work out on yourself and buy yourself some nice shoes. See, I bought some nice shoes, some nice clothes and pants, and a nice watch. You know, so these are the things you need to do. You need to do some self care. So the external self care is going to get a facial. I booked a facial for Saturday, and a manicure, and a pedicure, and a massage. So I'm gonna love myself. All right, that's what you got to do. Love yourself. Put some energy back in yourself because when you go through a relationship and a breakup, understand that that pulls all the energy out of you because it's almost like having a big bale of water. Let's say this bale of water is not 8 feet, 6 feet tall. It's a bale of water, right? And literally every day, this represents the energy. The water is representing what you pour in. And this thing is empty now. You just meet a person, you pour some water into this big bin, and you expecting this bin to be startups to save you in the future. But every time you pour in, you're filling it up. And when you fill it up, it gets to the top, and then all of a sudden, something happens in the relationship and it breaks the shell or the bin. The bin starts leaking from the bottom. All that water you start up leak on the ground. You're like, wow. It's painful because you went through so much. You worked so hard to build something so meaningful to you. And all of a sudden, it's gone. It's destroyed. It's like it takes a lot for people to reconciliate, to get back on track. And this is why you have to revisit it in your mind. You're going to be thinking about it. You're going to be talking about it to yourself about how many different ways could have gone. You may even think about reaching out, which is something many times never the right answer because some people don't want to be bothered. But you have to get back on track with your life. You have to say, hey, what I'm going to do in my life, start making a daily calendar and go for it. Then you got to say, okay, what other things are going to build your spirit? Now, internal work. I talk about loving yourself, going to speak to people who can help you. Maybe a therapist who is qualified, maybe someone who is a good friend of yours to help you process the situation because you need to process it. If you just hide and stuff it down someplace in here in your heart, you're gonna eat yourself from inside. You're gonna be ultra depressed, just fretting over things. But you have to express it. You have to talk, let it out. Then you have to forgive, like I already told you. And next is you have to do some internal work. You have to raise your vibration. Now, if you went through a breakup and you feel like you're depressed, and then you go eating lots of food, all the food that tastes like bread and pizza and cakes and ice cream and all that stuff, you're going to become more depressed because these foods are not going to power your body adequately, and you're going to feel worse. So what you need to do is you need to maybe go on a fast and then start drinking and consuming only real food, coconuts, mixed nuts, some boiled snap or steamed snap or boiled food, cook your food, love yourself, burn some incense to clear the environment and set your intentions with it. So you can start to be able to raise in the vibration. Listen to music. One of the most important things, but don't listen to them sad music, bro. Don't listen to those sad music like Rod Wave, and that could just put you in further depression. Listen to music that help you to raise your vibration. Listen to Maroon 5. Listen to everybody inspirational, man. It's gonna raise your vibration, man. So the secret to get over breakups, you have to raise your vibration because during the breakup, your energy got pulled. The mindset behind it caused you to be disappointed. Disappointment lowers your vibration. And the goal is to raise the vibration. So you gotta eat right. You gotta start eating. Go to bed on time. If you endless scrolling on WhatsApp, watching everybody in their pajamas in their photos, and in fact, they're having all kind of issues. You only get to see the good parts of it. Don't worry, you're not alone. Everybody's going through hard times in relationships. They're not perfect because they haven't mastered themselves. Because it takes two individuals who master their wants, desires, and self-knowledge to a certain degree and has the elemental match to come together, okay, to have a good relationship. And it has the premise must be honesty and open, clear communication, whether it deals with sexual relation, whether it deals with everything. And that's what I realized one of the issues I had. I was a clear communicator, but my significant other at the time was not. She would hold things in and I would ask what happened. And, guys, you go through this, right? You ask, well, baby, what's happening? No, nothing. And then you try to focus on getting yourself and us to the next level. And you don't have no time for trying to be therapists. When you as a man, you have all kind of weight on your shoulders. You running the business, all the clients want your energy, all your students want your energy. You know, you building the business same time. It's a lot. It's demanding. It's amazing how many men, and just a side point, many men are told you have to provide and how to be a man, but who are telling the women, how to be wives? Most women want to be wives, right? Just to have a wedding, be fancy, looking good in a dress, but they don't know what a wife duty is, how mundane and boring it is. Understand? Duties are boring. You know, don't want to see anything over and over is boring. But it's all about a system that works, and that's what a lot of women have issues with. Some women get tired of the same structure, but then the same thing, they want new experiences. That's why they live through novels and all these gossip girls and all this stuff like that, because it gives them, excitement. And in fact, as a mom, we live in a logical world and that if we don't learn how to do the boring things, you'll never be successful. I can tell you, writing a book is boring. But now I can say I'm an author of 5 books. It's there. People reading my books right now as we speak. But it was boring. It was hard. Me building this nice physique, you can't see it underneath this. But my physique look incredible, bro. I in the top 1% right now. Not to brag so much, but I'm just saying, working out, I mean, it ain't boring to me, but it's painful. Today I went to a workout session and I was pushing 320 pounds and I had to put my legs together like to do a press and it was hurting, bro. It was boring. Know what I mean? It's boring. The things that are boring builds wealth. The things that are boring builds you. All excitement things destroy you. Like going to a party and drinking, jump, chest up. That destroys you. It's exciting because when you so last night put your boys on the ground, warming his guts up. I don't know how you guys find fun in this, bro, but I know there's different vibrations. Some people are high vibration. We know what's good for us. Sitting down, eating some nice real food, watching an inspiring spiritual movie, or watching a very fulfilling and inspiring podcast is what helped was fun for me. Others may say, hey, I need to go to the strip club and throw dollars. That ain't no fun to me. That's like pulls from your energy. That's high vibration, low vibration. But understanding life structure comes from the boring things. You want to be successful, you got to be boring. You realize that every day of your life, you do the same thing over and over, basically. Go to work. It's the same things over and over. You make, like, if you, like for me, locksmith, I make keys for cars every day, program vehicles, cut keys. That's boring, right? But it pays the bills. It makes the money. It makes impact into the world. And this is what women have to understand that relationships ain't all just about stepping in and roses. He bring you roses and you're all taking pictures and look at me, trips. It's about duty, trustworthiness, honesty. It's about being able to be there and support your man. I'm not telling you what to do. You can do what you want to, but this is why I see some of the reasons why relationships are failing because women have a fantastical viewpoint in relationships and dating and marriage. Okay. But moving right along, getting over breakup. I said a lot in this podcast, man. Oh, this is amazing. But we're about to land this plane soon. But how to get over breakup is you have to continue to grow. You have to build your energy. Like for me, it's a good thing I know Qigong. I practice Qigong over On the 13th of this month, will make 11 years since I learned Qigong. I learned Qigong back in 2014 by a grandmaster, and this is one of the greatest investments in my life. This triumphs so many other investments I've had because it allows me to be able to absorb energy from my environment, raise the vibration of my cells instantly, and it's amazing. If you know what Qigong is an ancient practice deals with life force cultivation where you are synchronizing your mind, body, and energy to bring in life force in the body to energize its cells, clear blockages within the body, open up the energy channels, and just allow your body to be so dynamic. Like for instance, I worked out this morning intensely. I only had a smoothie. I had nothing else to eat. Oh, sorry, no, I had a smoothie and then a handful of mixed nuts. I didn't have lunch. All right, yet. But I'm gonna have lunch in a minute. But I still have lots of energy. I dealt with clients, did all kind of runs today. Look all this energy I got. Qigong helps. Meditation is very important, where you sit and you just feel who you are. And then also there's some guided meditation on YouTube. Go through it and listen to music frequencies 432 megahertz, and these things help to heal you. Go to the beach and just look at the water. You may start to share the tale too, but just go in the water. Go and cleanse the energy field. Go inside the water and just cleanse. Wash your hair, because you carry a lot of energy in your head, you know. But understand that in life, breakups are a natural part of life, just like a job. Sometimes you begin working a job and then boom, something happens. You lose your job or you are not working there anymore and it's ending. In life, there's beginnings and ends. Nothing lasts forever. Like there's a song by Maroon 5 of Adam Levine, and I just want to sing this song because this song really paints a picture of how relationships go through, and it's called Nothing Lasts Forever. So let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It is so easy to see dysfunction between you and me. We must free up these tired souls before the sadness kills us both. I try and let you know I love you, but I'm letting go. It may not last, but I don't know. I just don't know. If you don't know and I don't care, you show up, but you're not there, and I'm waiting, and I want to, still afraid that I will desert you, babe, every day. With every wordless word, we get more far away. The distance between us makes it so hard to stay. And nothing lasts forever, but be honest, babe. It sucks, but it may be the only way. You know the anniversary with Kanye? And I heard him. Nothing, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. Blue skies and me peace of modern. Can we get a minimum wage? Uh, and I heard him say, nothing's ever promised to my heart one day. Nothing lasts forever, but be honest. Wait, that song was fire, boy. Listen, that song put you in the mood, boy. That's a vibe. But the whole point is nothing lasts forever. Even your life that you have as it is, there's an ending. But the most important part is to make it as epic as possible. And that's why you have to be inspired. If you're going through troubled times in finances, in health, because the funny thing is some people go through breakups with their health. Their health literally is broken up with them and they find out. And if you can't don't have your health, you can't have sex, satisfaction, you can't be a beast and put it down. You can't do nothing without you. You can't make money. Money don't even mean anything. Like I was talking to Dr. Jamal Monka, and he's talking about how many times when people, because he's a herbalist, shout out to New Life International, and literally talk about how many people they when their health is in jeopardy, money don't matter, bro. They don't even care. They'll give anything to have a new stomach. They'll give anything to get their kidneys back. That's why I say, bro, you have to be able to prioritize yourself. And that's how you're gonna get over a breakup by doing new things, being mindful of everything you do must add value. If it ain't adding value to you, I'm sorry, leave it alone. And how do you know if the relationship is toxic and you need to leave? If you're being talked to like a dog, if they're a significant other, and this goes for men and women, is breaking up your stuff. If they're over possessive and cussing, if they are absent or they fail to respond to you in time, all these things are signs that your relationship going down, bro. So watch for the signs. If you see the signs, then it may be important for you to end it before you get your heart broken, not in two pieces, but in three or four or 10. Yeah, man. So thank you so much for joining in. But in the last part of the segment, I said how to, you know, new targets in 2025. And what I want you to do, in order to hit new targets, I need to get creative. I need you to go online. If you want a new car, go online, look for that car, print it out, laminate it, put it on your wall of your bedroom before you go to bed, and put the price next to it. Before you go to bed, look at that every night. And you just visualize yourself having that. And just put it across from on your wall in your bedroom. Every time you wake up, you see it. Last thing go before you go to bed, you see it. And anything you want to achieve, you write it down and you laminate it and put it in front of you. And then you read it every day. And that's one step to be able to hit new targets. The next is do something different. You see me? I'm doing a Mimi 360 podcast, bro. I just released a program for men to get fit if they are willing. I'll help you and show you the way. Have just released that Meet Me 360 matchmaking. Man, listen, bro, get active, man. You got to do new things, talk to new people, go different places, interview people, become known for something, man. This is how you hit new targets. You need to be in new spaces. You need to talk to experts, man. You need to dress better. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going to buy me a new level wardrobe so you can see me stepping out fresh. Don't worry, man. What? New level of self-care, man. You know. So I'm gonna leave you with this. If you want to do better in 2025, hit new targets, look good, smell good, feel good, dress like you the boss, bro. Even if you don't have $1 million yet, bro, dress like it. You know, dress professional, groom yourself, get your skin smooth, go get a facial. I get a facial. I already booked my session, bro. I get a massage, bro. I booked my session. I get a manicure, pedicure, bro. I had them things in like a year and a half or 2 years, bro. But I'm gonna do that for me, you know, and go out to different restaurants. Even if you're going alone, bro, go and eat alone. Order yourself whatever you want on the menu. Make sure it's within the macro requirements, especially if you're working out. Don't go eat a bunch of crap that hurt your stomach and make you regret. But eat go, you know, and then talk to someone. As a man, you know, a girl might be interested in you. She might just be there to talk to you. Let her talk her heart out, you know. As a female too. Same set way, man. But life is a continuum. You can't get caught up on that. Understand your life is bigger. Before you met that person, you was you. After you met the person, you should still be you. You should be even better. You know, I've learned a lot in that past relationship. I learned a lot, bro. I learned a lot, and now this is gonna help me to help others like you. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in with Man Talk TV. It's been a pleasure. Your host, Alexander Barrick, Men's Development Coach. I help you get fit, make money, find love. The next segment, you're going to be able to call in. So we're going to be hearing some of you guys' challenges. That'll be relationship, health, and fitness. So I'm going to be having the WhatsApp number available so you could call in. And guess what? When you call in, you're not going to be shown. You're just going to be hearing your voice. You know, some people may know you all by your voice. They say, hey, that's so-and-so. You know, but, you know, it's a part of growing a community we're developing, man. Ain't no more playing it small, man. We already did the inner work. Man, it's time to be the boss, man. It's time to look and feel the part, man. Anyway, thank you all so much. Pleasure. Oh, before I go, man, let me for the men, you know, I talk um to the men and generalization, but I want to share some stuff with you what I just saw. Um, it's something I shared to my page. I just want to leave you with this inspiration for the men, you know. Okay, boom. All right, so just some little quotes and stuff that could help you. All right. So I found this page just recently. I literally was about to share my live and I saw this page called Cognitive Thinking. And literally, it has some amazing things, man. Let's start off with what I saw. So it say the mark of a great man is how ruthless and how uncompromising he is about his attention, time, and energy. You have to be intentional about your time and energy, bro. Not everybody could get access to me. Huh? We raise the price, right? He only gives these resources out to people and activities he deems appropriate, necessary, and meaningful. There is a purpose behind his actions as a man. Now, high status men are more ruthless with their attention than low status men. They are more discriminating in who they give it to, less wasteful with it, and quicker to withdraw it. Like a virgin woman, they save themselves for the worthy. They don't give themselves to everyone. So as a man, bro, if you're on that development journey, you can't give your attention to everybody, man. I see a lot of you guys just be up on these women's DM saying they pretty, but you're just wasting your time, bro. The best way to meet women, even though some people are doing online dating, is in real life, bro. If you don't master skills on how to meet women in real life, you'll always get played. You'll be the guy in the back burner because most guys' profiles aren't pleasant on Instagram where they try to approach these women. Or Facebook, you look like a dweeb. She ready to disqualify just by looking at you, even though she's only a 2 on a scale. but you need to meet women in person. And also, too, what I'm going to do, I'm going to revolutionize dating. I'm going to create an arena where men and women can openly communicate honestly and attend to find and match the bill of life because I'm tired of seeing and tired of experiencing relationships where people ain't getting nowhere. They build a relationship 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, and they ain't accomplish jack squat. They arguing and all that went down the drain. No, ain't want that, bro. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, now the last one. Young men, understand that you have an exorbitant amount of testosterone coursing through your blood. If you feel rapid, violent energy, often you need to find an outlet to unleash it and channel it, which is martial arts, working out, have a mission, make money, have sex. So thanks so much once again, man. My goal is to help you get fit, make money, find love, man. It's new levels, man. Look forward, man. Thank you so much, man. Have a wonderful evening. Master Niger Camp, and we're out. You see, we're ending the stream, man. It's been beautiful.